Hello everybody, we're going to do Thursday's reading, which is Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius. I pulled out a couple of decks, so we're going to see what happens here. Since this is like the second week now, so Thursday apparently is when I started this. So what I'm going to do is at the end of this, I'm going to have you ask yourself a question, and then we have our Universe Answers deck. We'll see what they have for you regarding your question. So you can think of that now as we're doing the reading, what you want to know, and we'll see if you get the answer you expect. So for Pisces, get our angel number in here. I'm gonna try not to step for someone I just had. The worst sneezes, the ones that hurt. Yeah. 21. This is energy levels. The day you've been waiting for is on its way. Maintain your discipline as you move closer to your ultimate goal. There's no need to overextend yourself. Guard your energy to stay focused. Your efforts will pay off. Remember, it's a climb, not an elevator ride. Somebody got that last week. Just can't remember who it was. Anyway, I have our Sacred Spirit deck. See if we can get a card out of here. Emotional challenges. Resolve the issue. Whatever it is, it said resolve it. Get it together. And now we're going to go into the Pantheon Tarot. Try to incorporate these more since they're so new. Here we got here. For Pisces. Is that a card flipped over? It is. You see it? So I'm going to take it. It is the Nine of Cups. So we got some emotional fulfillment going on here. All right. Your card was emotional challenges. So let's see. Queen of Wands. Oh. Okay. So yeah, we have the Queen of Wands. Okay. Next is the Three of Swords. I am home alone, but there is a lot. And I have the Ace of Swords. All right. The bottom of the deck for you is the Hangman. How fitting. That is the Pisces card. Clarified by the Ace of Cups. All right. So immediately, let's get into it. The Pantheon. The first one that starts out is your Nine of Cups. But then it is followed by the Queen of Wands. Again, we have this lady on the tiger. That one came out sometime last week too for someone. But the Queen of Wands is a very independent, very charismatic, very take charge kind of person, right? So if we're talking about this emotional challenges and your energy levels, about harmony, then what is happening here is you're not at your fullest satisfaction when it comes to emotions or love or friendships or something that has to do with the heart, you know what I mean? So it is the Cups. And in order to tackle those challenges that you have, not only do you have to reserve your energy and what you want to give out to other people, but you have to You gotta welcome the challenges that are coming for you, but also enjoy life at the same time. You don't have to be so stuck on whatever that 10th cup requires, as long as you're making sure that you are happy first. You know what I mean? Because we know you've probably been through this, where somebody has hurt you, stabbed you in the back. It might have been an issue where you had been cheated on. Maybe you're the cheater. But you always made your point known. So when you had to say what you wanted to say, that could be something that caused an issue within a relationship. It could be the way that you said certain things that people weren't very comfortable with. So this made you try to see things differently. You try to incorporate their feelings into how you communicate with them, and try to, just see things differently. Like, okay, if that was me, how would I feel if someone said that to me the way they said it? And that was clarified by the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the overflow of love and emotion. So maybe when you go ahead and look at the way you present certain things to someone, that's when you'll be able to come into that fulfillment, the 10 of Cups, that maybe you want or do not want. But it does say, your card was here, says resolve the issue. So maybe once you got that hangman energy, you're able to either give love fully to someone, or able to give back to yourself, like give yourself love. Self-love is always more important, I feel like, because you can't love somebody until you love yourself, right? Bottom of the deck was the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is, you get to see the fruits of your labor. Everything that you've been doing is paying off. So it's not that, even though you had to go through that Three of Swords energy, everything that you wanted to make true for you comes back in some way, whether that is emotions or money or opportunities or love. So if you're looking for it to be financial, then you'll get to see that maybe something, the way that when you started to do that self-love thing, maybe that's how it's able to bring fulfillment of what you're going for. So you can get to that 10 of Pentacles or that 10 of Cups, because it seems like you're just stuck at the nines. You know what I mean? You can't do, there's something that just cannot let you get to the 10 of those. Resolve the issue. That's what they said. The keywords in your angel number, was prosperity, harmony, journey, patience, discipline, focus, trust, relationships. So I feel like maintaining discipline is what's going to bring you closer to what you want, and that you're very close, very, very close. Just figure out what is keeping you from getting to the 10. Did you get your answer? Did you get your question so you can get your answer? So we're going to go ahead and go to the Universe Answers deck. All right. The one that came out. Right. I don't know what that means as far as your question. But maybe you didn't ask a question. Maybe you said something and you were like, I don't know. I feel like for some reason, instead of it being a question, I feel like someone was like, there's no way that the card is going to answer what I want to know. And this is, I'm just here to be nosy real quick. I'm not answering no question like she going to answer this because she got some cards in her hand. Right. Right. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go on to Cancer. Have a great day, Pisces. All right, let's get our Cancer angel number. Did I say cancel? Cancer? Still got volume? We got volume. Okay. Angel number for Cancer. It's 5555. And that is clarity. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a beneficiary, enriching your life experience. By embracing and adapting to change, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Trust that everything is unfolding for the best. You are achieving your goals, and everything will work out perfectly in the end. Love that. I do love that these cards, the angel numbers, are usually not very negative. I don't think I pulled a negative card yet. So that's great. For Cancer, we're going to use our energy oracle because the blue just gives me, I don't know, I guess like the water vibes, which honestly you could use it for Pisces too, but I wanted to use those cards. Let's see what our energy oracle has for Cancer. Okay, that was quick. We have a storm warning. Very beautiful card. There's number 10. This card indicates a potential difficulty, whether in your external world or within yourself and your emotional life. You are Cancer. The difficulty is coming close, and you may have already heard rumblings of potential problems around you. The caution here is to be conscious, yet not fearful. Consider what's going on and look at the situation with calm clarity. Investigate your options and honor yourself and your intentions. Stand up for yourself and take action on your own behalf. As with all difficulty, even the worst storm passes. Always remember, you have the power and the wisdom to handle whatever may come your way. Affirmation. I have the power to overcome any obstacle. No matter what's going on, I can be strong, confident, and self-directed. And I like that because in this one, it is adaptability as a keyword. And change. Okay, so this might go over a couple of heads, but change is one of the keywords on here also. And when I see this, I think Oya, right? And Oya is a goddess, an Orisha, who brings transformation and change. She is my motivation for my storm oracle. That's what I call myself in my hashtag storm oracle. Me and Oya, we are really she's put me through the lessons I needed to know the last couple of years. So that for me is kind of like a confirmation. The storm warning, the change, transformation, the tornado. I know, probably didn't make sense, but that's what I'm a Taurus, overthink. Probably overthought the shit out of that, but whatever, sue me. All right. All right, one more, both on the top. Oh, this is the Pantheon deck. The card that comes out is the Nine of Cups. Followed by the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, y'all over here twinning, you and Pisces. Next card is the Hierophant. That's clarified by the Five of Swords. Bottom of the deck is Death, who is clarified by the Queen of Swords. All right, Cancer. So, this is giving for me. You are not able. Okay, so of course you're very successful in what you do. You get things done when you need to, right? And you are always just that close to it. There is only thing that's stopping you, that there's something that's going, that storm warning, there's something that is coming. Even though these are beautiful days on both of these cards, there's something that's coming that's going to teach you a lesson. Because the Hierophant energy is a lesson. This is tradition, but here it's a lesson. And it's going to have to, because it was clarified by the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords here is there's going to be a bunch of, like, there's these struggles that have to do with, I want to say, communication. There's something, either you are not able to say what you want, the way you want to say it. And when you do, it pisses people off. So it's that you refuse to become a victim, right? So when you say things, I think the lesson that you're meant to learn is to always stand up for what it is you want to say and do, right? You don't have to in order to get where you want to be, you don't have to allow people to say and do what they want to do and say and not take into account how you feel. But then that's going to bring on a lot of things ending for you. And that's why we can't quite get to the 10s here. Things are going to be, something has to be destroyed in order for you to get the 10s that we're looking for. The Queen of Swords is what clarified death. And that is, to go from the Five of Swords to the Queen of Swords, you mean what you said what you meant, and you meant what you said. Like I said what I said. So if you don't want to be around me because I did, then I guess we just can't, we can't go on. We can't be friends. You know what I mean? Yeah, so you'd rather have your words sting someone than to compromise. But that is your lesson. This is why you can't get through to your 10s. So if ever a storm, this is it. So you're gonna say what you mean, and you're gonna stick beside it. I love that for you. But I also feel like that is part of what the transformation needs to be for you. You're gonna have to make a change when it comes to that. Because something is not going to allow you to get what you want because of that. It might be that you say something to the wrong person. It could actually be an opportunity for you to go further and get something. But if you can't change the way you speak to someone or how you do certain things, then maybe you're going to be the one that's left out because you're so bent on staying in this energy, you know? I'm not mad at it, but sometimes people need to say what they mean and mean what they say, because that's where we get that clarity. But sometimes that clarity has to be a little nicer. You're going to your answer. So if you got a question in mind, see if we can get an answer for you. It came and flipped back over. Okay, this one want to come out, so we're just going to take the top. All right, Cancer. Have a beautiful day. Now, we're going to go into our Sagittarius. Angel number for Sagittarius. Okay, that's the card is coming out. 8888. This is personal power. All that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Angels are sending you this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being that lie ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use your personal power for the greater good. This is abundance. This is prosperity. This is strength. And we're going to use Energy Oracle again. This one, okay. We have 41, the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. That is number 41. The beautiful angel Uriel, also called the fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your 7th energy center, which is called the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information, inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a good time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness, so allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Affirmation. My 7th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. Love and inspiration from spirit and my own intuition flow fully to me now. And I like that because in your card, 8888 says, all that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Flow fully. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. That's cute. Okay, go over there. What's going on? Appreciate you. All right. Bone Top Pantheon Tarot. It's a lot of 9s today in these readings. 9. That's the 5th 9. We got the 9 of Swords and then the Hermit, who's clarified by 10 of Wands. What you got going on, Sage? Three cards came out altogether. We have the High Priestess, who is clarified by the 7 of Cups. And the one that came out under that one was the World. And we'll clarify that with the Death. Clarifying that with the 9 of Cups. So 9s are very strong today. And the bottom of the deck is your 6 of Swords. All right. Let me see if I had audio. Hold on. Okay, so we're good. But do you know how upset I was going to be if I had done 20 minutes of readings and then had nothing? Woo! Anyway, to get back to it, we had the 9 of Swords was your first thing that came out, right? This is you stressing about something and you're doing it like you're so, like you're just so worried and stressed about something, right? So what it is like you're mentally stuck, but you want to move on, which is what the Hermit is for. Like your mind is looping, but your deeper self is like, okay, we're done here. Let's go. Let's get it over with. Let's. You're leaving to go find not peace, but because you're exhausted. So that's why you're going into your Hermit role, because you're just exhausted. So because you've been carrying something or doing something that's been so stressful for you. And you know that you have to go into this Hermit mode before something snaps, before you snap. So Hermit mode is necessary. Then here we have the High Priestess, who was clarified by the 7 of Cups. This High Priestess knows something about someone or something. And it has to do with you making the choice of either accepting that or I don't know, like you're hesitating because you know exactly what's happening with someone, right? And that's probably what the Nine of Swords is. You are stressed and worried about something that you're carrying and can't make a decision on. It's not that you're, what's the word I'm looking for? Like you're not confused. You're just avoiding actually confronting whatever this Seven of Cups is. Because if you look at it, this man here is surrounded by 7 choices. And you know that there's other things and people that are involved, but you haven't said anything. You haven't said anything, and I don't know if I like that. Anyway, so then I have the World. The World Cup came out. The World card came out for you, and this is a cycle that is ending. Right? So, because you want emotional fulfillment. So once you move on, you'll be able to, once this cycle is killed, you'll be able to get that emotional fulfillment that you're looking for. You don't have to keep accepting that Seven of Cups energy that was in your life. You know what I mean? Because that was definitely causing these. Definitely causing those. So you're probably stressed and you don't want to think about it anymore. So that's when you get your Nine of Cups. Once you do that, you're happier. So this isn't like you gotta stay so things will get better, because your Six of Swords here is you moving on and knowing that something had to end, and now you're just going on for healing. So in the Six of Swords in most tarots is a someone on a boat. Am I green? Okay, someone on a boat who's leaving. This person is in a graveyard with a little lantern. It's like they're burying the swords. Like they're making a ditch to put the swords in so that they can go ahead and stop feeling that pain and the stress of whatever that situation was. This is where you move on. Right? If that's what's going on with you, I'm sorry. Because having this, the knowing about this, definitely will have you in this energy, because you're feeling like you're carrying a lot of the emotional like you can't get that love and fulfillment you want because but it's time for you to make that decision to not accept it anymore. You know what I mean? Go on to Universe Answers deck. If you got a question, go ahead and ask it now. I gotta make sure my only 35% now, even 33% like the last 2 hours. Card that comes for you, nah. And if that has to go with the reading we just did, you already know the answer. Nah. That's what I got for Thursday. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and get the Taurus and Libra, the Venus signs, and then because it is Venusian day, I'll do the Love Tarot. And I'm going to try later on that night to do the Saturday and Sunday readings in case I don't have time to do it, because I do have plans Saturday, so I might not be able to do it. We'll see. But that's what I have for you guys today. So happy Thursday. Thank you for being here, Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, and anyone who's just in here just to be watching. Love that too. Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here. Know that you are loved.